makers, Mrs. Frew down in her makerspace. I wanted to talk to you about the Maker Toolbox that you may have purchased. The Maker Toolbox is a place where you can keep all your special making tools so you always know where they're at. When you get it out, you ask a grown-up, you put the pieces out, you use what you need to use, and at the end you clean up, you put it back, you ask a grown-up where a safe spot is, and that way you'll always know where your things are. Because if you leave them laying around and you go to make a maker kit, or you just want to make a design, you're not going to know where your stuff is and it's going to be frustrating. So inside the maker kit, my favorite tool is the Maker Notebook. I hope you write your name on it and write like Maker Maureen or Maker Tyler or Maker Molly, whatever your name is. Then after you make something, when you're done, I hope you put today's date on it and draw what you made and maybe write its name. If you're just learning how to write, sound it out, do the best you can. But this way you always have a drawing of what you've done in case you want to go back and do it again. Another item we have is a pencil and a pencil sharpener. Most of us, when you were little, have never really used a pencil sharpener. So this is the eraser end, this is the pointy end. You take it and you twist it around and around and around until your pencil makes a point. Now you see I have a little bit more to go, but you just keep doing it and you'll get a point. So those are two things that are in your kit. Pencils are so important for a maker. We have popsicle sticks. Make tons of stuff out of popsicle sticks. Something that you can use to attach things together, Velcro. You have a loopy side and a soft side, and when you stick them together, they're kind of hard to get apart, so that's a great attachment tool. Another item we have are marbles. Marbles are good for a lot of testing out things that you've made. We have things that are called dowel rods. It's a rod shape like a popsicle stick. It's a great tool to make things with. We have a Sharpie marker. Now remember, this is a permanent marker, and that means if you write on a grown-up's table or you write on a wall, it's not going to come off and they're not going to be happy. So this isn't something that you mess around with or that you even color with. But I like to use it to write my name on my tools so that I always know if it got lost, maybe somebody would see, oh, I know Mrs. Frew, and I'll bring it back to her. So I use my Sharpie to write my name on my tape measure. And a tape measure measures things, an important tool for a maker. We have toothpicks, which is great to hold things together. A hole punch. Sometimes you need to slide a piece of paper and put it through the middle and use your muscles. Oh, use your muscles to push hard and make a hole. It's hard, but that will build your hand, make it strong. Scissors. Remember, we never want to point scissors at anybody or anyone else, but we want to keep them and we want to cut away from us. And always keep your eye on your cutting. Duct tape. Duct tape is really hard to cut because it's so sticky. So a grown-up may have to show you that the first time. Rubber bands. They can hold lots of things together. Paper clips. Sometimes it's hard for little ones to use a paper clip. So when you take it out, you want to see that it has a big loop and a small loop. You push the big loop on the piece of paper, the small loop goes on one side, and the big loop goes on another. So that's how you use that. We have a glue stick. Remember that you take the lid off, you turn it, you glue, but when you're done, turn it back down so it gets flat, so you don't waste your glue. We have a hot glue gun and glue sticks. This is something a grown-up is going to have to show you for the first time. You take a glue stick and you put it in the hole, and then you use the hand pump to pump it out. You have to plug it in. You never ever want to touch the end of that because it gets very, very hot and it will burn you. So if you keep your hands away from it and just do small pumps, you'll be okay. It's a great tool Every maker in the world has one. We have some twine. Twine is used to wrap things around, to tie things together, to attach things. And last but not least, we have tape. Now, this is a hard thing for little hands, so I'm going to show you. You're going to pull it out. You'll see a little spiky end. You're going to push it down and pull away. This is something that you might want to take a few pieces of it and practice on your practice paper. Pull it out, pull it away, and let's see if we can tape this piece back together. We can go up and around and tape it back together. So these are the tools in your maker kit. You can use them with if you buy any other kits, or if you just want to make something on your own. But remember, you're responsible for putting it all back in the kit, because trust me, sometimes Mrs. Frew does not clean up after herself, and then I go to make something and I can't find it, and I get really frustrated. So if you take your time, take this kit, put everything right back inside, you'll always know where it's at. And remember, you don't want to get out your toolbox until you ask your grown-up. So I hope you have a great time with your Maker Toolkit.